New series announcement. Hey everyone, Skylar Thomas here. You might know me from my shark work, you might know me from my point rays work, you might know me from some of my ecology work. But I have a side project going on that I want to share with you. If you're familiar with what's been happening in California, we are having a terrible drought, and we had a terrible drought before that, combined with extreme heat and fires, which means bad air quality and lack of habitat for the wildlife, in addition to the fact that they didn't have any water in the first place. I decided to take mercy on these animals and have been hauling water down to them in the dry creek bed areas for the last several months. The reaction from the animals was immediate and amazing. They are clearly desperate, and I've got everything you can think of on camera, from skunks to coyotes, deer, owls, hawks, wild turkeys, turkey vultures, all types of squirrels, possums, you name it, and they are all thirsty. But lack of water means more than just not being able to drink. It means that the vegetation wasn't able to produce food for these animals. So you don't have producers for your primary consumers, and then you don't have the survival of your primary consumers for your secondary and your tertiary consumers. The whole thing is a disaster. This poor creek is a disaster. So after several months of bringing out food and water, time is money, the food is money, and if you're willing, I was curious how many people would like to contribute to this to help me keep bringing mercy items down to these animals. The intense heat seems to finally be passing by, but that doesn't mean the water is here. These are still animals in desperate need of water. They just aren't baking alive at the same time. And I've been documenting all of it, so you get to see the results of the help. Not just with my iPhone, but with trail cams that I'm putting in all kinds of different spots. Not only are we going to get to watch what's happening, but we're going to engage in some ecological discussions. I'm going to be using my coursework to ask questions and have discussions with you guys and see what you think is working and what isn't, what you think is a good idea and isn't, and why you think we're seeing certain behavior from certain animals and not from other animals. All kinds of ecological questions to explore out here. Adding insult to injury, the powers that be in their wisdom seem to think it's a good idea to unleash goats on the riparian area that eat what little greenery was remaining for the wildlife. So they're literally left with nothing down here. It is a sorry state to be trying to survive in, and I'm trying to help them out a little bit. Anyways, I hope you will join me on this journey in my new series called Mercy Man, Mercy Missions, one of those. Whether it's a mouse or a majestic elk, they all deserve compassion. They deserve a fighting chance, especially when we're responsible for most of the dire conditions that they've been left to deal with. Follow along just for fun. If you enjoy watching animals having a little mercy bestowed upon them, tune in just to relax and see what animals look like while they're drinking water and eating. Tune in if you want to learn a little bit about ecology as we go. And tune in if you want to be a contributor and see what your contributions are doing for the animals.